Vision is one of the greatest gifts we rely on every day. It guides us through conversations, helps us connect with loved ones, and allows us to enjoy the simple pleasures of reading, gardening, or watching the sunset. But as we age, our eyesight often becomes one of the first abilities to decline. Words on a page blur, street signs become harder to read, and long hours at the computer or even watching television can leave the eyes dry, strained, and tired. For seniors, this decline isn't just inconvenient. It can affect independence, confidence, and quality of life. That's why the idea of a simple 5-minute eye exercise feels almost too good to be true. Could something so short, so easy, and so free really make a difference in eye health? According to many eye specialists and health experts, the answer is yes. While these exercises don't magically cure conditions like cataracts or glaucoma, they can strengthen the eye muscles, improve blood circulation, and relieve strain. They are a tool for protecting vision, something doctors wish more seniors knew about. Why does this matter so much for seniors in particular? Because age-related changes in the eyes are common and sometimes unavoidable. The lens of the eye naturally stiffens, making it harder to focus on close objects. The tear glands may not produce as much moisture, leading to dryness. Circulation can slow down, reducing the delivery of nutrients to the eyes. Combined with conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure, these changes make seniors more vulnerable to vision problems. And while medical treatment is important, lifestyle habits also play a powerful role in keeping eyes healthier for longer. Eye exercises work on a simple principle. The eyes, like any other part of the body, benefit from movement and training. Just as walking strengthens the legs or stretching loosens stiff joints, moving the eyes in specific patterns helps the muscles stay flexible and encourages better circulation. This is why eye doctors often recommend short exercise routines, especially for people who spend long hours focusing on one task, like reading or using a smartphone. Consider this. Many of us keep our eyes fixed on one focal point for hours each day. Seniors may spend long periods reading or watching TV, while younger adults may work in front of computer screens. This constant near focus tires out the eye muscles and can cause tension headaches or blurry vision. A 5-minute exercise breaks that cycle. By moving the eyes in different directions, shifting focus from near to far, and relaxing the muscles, the routine gives the eyes a chance to reset, almost like stretching after sitting too long. Let's make it relatable with an example. Picture Mr. Lee, a 72-year-old retiree who loves reading novels. He often spends hours each afternoon in his favorite chair, turning page after page. But lately, he has noticed that after reading for just 30 minutes, his eyes feel heavy, and the words blur. Instead of giving up his hobby, he tries a simple exercise his doctor recommended. Shifting his gaze from the book to a point across the room every few minutes, rolling his eyes gently in circles, and blinking deliberately to keep them moist. After a week of practice, he finds he can read longer without discomfort. The exercise didn't restore his youthful eyes, but it gave him the freedom to enjoy what he loves again. Or imagine Maria, a grandmother who enjoys video calls with her grandchildren. After long calls, her eyes feel dry and irritated. She begins practicing a 5-minute blinking and palming routine where she rubs her palms together for warmth and cups them over her closed eyes, giving them a moment of darkness and relaxation. Not only does her eye strain ease, but she also feels calmer afterward. For her, the exercise is both physical and emotional, a way to care for herself so she can stay connected with her family. These examples highlight an important truth. Eye exercises are not miracles, but they are powerful habits. They don't replace regular eye exams, glasses, or treatment for medical conditions, but they do add another layer of protection. Doctors often wish more seniors would adopt these practices because they can make such a difference in daily comfort and long-term health. So the next time you rub your tired eyes or feel the blur of age creeping in, remember that help might be closer than you think, right in the form of a short 5-minute routine. The first key exercise that many doctors recommend for maintaining eye health is known as the focus shift exercise. It's simple, quick, and surprisingly effective. At its core, this exercise trains your eye muscles to switch smoothly between near and far vision, which is one of the skills that often declines with age. By spending just a few minutes practicing this movement every day, seniors can reduce strain, improve flexibility, and even sharpen their ability to focus on details. Here's how it works. Sit comfortably in a chair, ideally near a window. Hold your thumb about 10 inches in front of your face, focusing your gaze on it for a few seconds. Then shift your eyes to a distant object, something across the room or outside the window. Focus there for a few seconds, then return to your thumb. Repeat this cycle for about 2 minutes. The action may feel subtle, but what you're really doing is giving your eye muscles a workout. You're asking them to contract and relax in a way that keeps them strong and responsive. Why does this matter? As we age, the lens of the eye stiffens, making it harder to switch focus from near to far. This is why many seniors find themselves needing reading glasses, even if they never wore them before. The focus shift exercise doesn't stop the aging process, but it does help the muscles stay more active, which can delay the feeling of sluggish eyes. Think of it as stretching your vision, just like you stretch your body before a walk. The benefits go beyond muscle training. By forcing your eyes to adjust between near and far points, you also increase blood flow to the eye tissues. This circulation delivers oxygen and nutrients, which are essential for keeping the eyes healthy. It also helps remove waste products that can build up with age. For seniors dealing with dry eyes or feelings of heaviness after reading or watching TV, this exercise can bring relief by refreshing the eyes. Let's make it real with an example. Mr. Hernandez, a 68-year-old retiree, loves working on puzzles at the kitchen table. But after 20 minutes of focusing on tiny pieces, his eyes often feel tired. His eye doctor suggests adding a focus shift exercise every half hour. At first it feels unnecessary, but he tries it. Thumb, then window, then back to the puzzle. After a week, he notices his eyes don't feel as strained, and he can enjoy his puzzles longer. The exercise becomes part of his routine, giving him both comfort and confidence. Another simple addition to this practice is blinking exercises. It may sound silly, but many of us don't blink enough, especially when staring at books, TVs, or phone screens. Blinking lubricates the eyes, spreads tears evenly, and prevents dryness. Seniors who spend long periods indoors often struggle with dry eyes, making blinking exercises especially useful. Pairing focus shifts with deliberate blinking, such as closing the eyes gently for 2 seconds, then squeezing them shut for another 2, then opening wide, helps refresh the tear film and reduces irritation. The real power of these exercises lies in how accessible they are. No equipment is needed. You don't need to go to a gym or buy expensive glasses. Just 5 minutes, whether in the morning after waking up or during an afternoon break, is enough to make a difference. For seniors with mobility challenges, these exercises can even be done sitting down, making them both safe and practical. Of course, consistency is key. Doing the exercise once won't magically improve vision, just like walking once doesn't make you fit. But making it part of a routine can bring gradual improvement. Many doctors emphasize that the people who benefit the most are the ones who stick with it, not as a chore, but as a small act of self-care. The emotional benefit is equally important. For many seniors, losing vision feels like losing independence. But adopting an exercise like this is empowering. Instead of passively waiting for eyesight to worsen, seniors can take an active step toward preserving it. Even if the results are modest, the act itself restores a sense of control. Every time they practice the exercise, they're not just strengthening their eyes. They're reminding themselves that they still have power over their health. It's also worth mentioning that this exercise can be shared. Seniors who live with grandchildren might show them the focus shift technique as a fun activity. It becomes a bonding moment while teaching younger generations good eye habits in a world filled with screens. The fact that it only takes a few minutes makes it approachable for everyone. So while it might sound too simple, the focus shift and blinking routine is one of the most valuable 5-minute practices seniors can adopt. Doctors often wish more patients would take it seriously because the benefits compound over time. Clearer vision, reduced eye strain, better circulation, and even improved confidence, all from a tiny daily habit. The first exercise, the focus shift, works like a workout for the eye muscles. But just as the body needs both exercise and relaxation to stay strong, the eyes also benefit from moments of calm and rest. That's where the second key exercise comes in: relaxation techniques for the eyes. These practices reduce tension, ease strain, and help the eyes recover after hours of use. For seniors who often struggle with tired eyes or dryness, these exercises can be just as important as strengthening ones. One of the simplest and most effective relaxation methods is called palming. This technique has been used for decades in vision therapy and is still recommended today. To practice it, rub your hands together briskly until they feel warm. Then gently cup your palms over your closed eyes, making sure no light seeps through, without pressing too hard on the eyeballs. Rest in this position for 30 seconds to a minute, breathing deeply and slowly. The warmth from the hands, combined with the darkness, soothes the optic nerves and relaxes the surrounding muscles. The beauty of palming is that it does more than rest the eyes. It also calms the mind. Many seniors carry tension not just in their bodies, but in their vision. Worry, fatigue, and mental stress often show up as tightness around the eyes. Palming offers a small but powerful pause, reducing stress hormones and encouraging relaxation throughout the whole body. Another important relaxation exercise is gentle eye rolling. This involves sitting comfortably and slowly rolling the eyes in a circular motion. First clockwise, then counterclockwise. The movement should be slow and controlled, not forced. This helps loosen the extraocular muscles, the ones that control eye movement, improves flexibility, and increases circulation. Seniors who feel stiffness or heaviness around their eyes after long periods of reading often find this exercise especially helpful. To make eye rolling even more effective, pair it with conscious blinking. Many people don't realize how rarely they blink when concentrating on tasks like reading or using screens. Blinking moisturizes the eyes and spreads natural tears across the surface, preventing dryness. Practicing a deliberate cycle of rolling and blinking gives the eyes both motion and moisture, a refreshing reset. Let's imagine how this looks in daily life. Mrs. Carter, a 70-year-old retired librarian, loves knitting. She can spend hours working on patterns, but she often feels eye strain afterward. Her daughter teaches her the palming exercise. At first, Mrs. Carter doubts something so simple could matter. But after a week of pausing for 1 minute every half hour to cover her eyes with warm palms, she notices a difference. Her eyes feel less gritty, and she doesn't squint as much in the evening. The exercise becomes a new habit, as natural to her as putting on her glasses. Or take Sam, a grandfather who spends his afternoons watching TV. By evening, his eyes feel tired and watery. His doctor suggests adding gentle eye rolls during commercial breaks, followed by blinking exercises. It takes less than a minute, but he finds the routine refreshing. Instead of dreading the heavy feeling in his eyes, he now looks forward to these short resets. Over time, his evenings feel more comfortable, and his sleep even improves because his eyes are less irritated at bedtime. The reason these relaxation techniques matter so much is that modern life puts tremendous strain on vision, even for seniors. Whether it's digital screens, prolonged reading, or simply the natural stiffening of the eye muscles with age, the eyes rarely get true rest. These exercises act like micro breaks, teaching the eyes to release tension instead of holding on to it. The result is not only more comfort in the moment, but also better long-term resilience. Another benefit is mental refreshment. Eye relaxation is not just physical, it also helps the brain. The eyes and brain are closely linked, and when the eyes are strained, the mind often feels tired too. Taking even 5 minutes for palming or rolling can improve focus, clarity, and mood. Seniors who sometimes feel mentally foggy after long visual tasks often report feeling clearer and calmer after practicing these exercises. The key is consistency and intention. Just as with the focus shift exercise, doing relaxation techniques once or twice won't bring dramatic change, but practicing them daily, even for just a few minutes, accumulates into a noticeable difference. For seniors, these routines can become comforting rituals, simple steps that remind them to slow down, breathe, and care for themselves. As we look ahead, the next question is, how do these strengthening and relaxation techniques come together to create lasting results? That's where the third key exercise comes in, an integrated routine that combines movement, relaxation, and mindfulness into one powerful practice. This final approach not only supports eye health, but also gives seniors a sense of hope, strength, and independence in managing their vision. We've now explored two important steps for healthier eyes: the focus shift exercise to strengthen the eye muscles, and the relaxation techniques like palming and rolling to release tension. The final piece of the puzzle is learning how to bring these practices together into a 5-minute routine that seniors can use daily. When combined, these exercises provide a balanced approach, strengthening, refreshing, and soothing the eyes in one short session. Here's how such a routine might look. Begin with 1 minute of focus shifting. Hold your thumb in front of you, focus on it, then shift to a distant point and back again. This activates and strengthens the eye muscles, improving flexibility and circulation. Next, spend 1 minute on blinking exercises. Close your eyes gently for 2 seconds, then squeeze them shut for another 2, and then open wide, repeating this cycle several times. This keeps the eyes moist and refreshed. After this, practice 1 minute of gentle eye rolling. Slowly move your eyes in a circle, clockwise and then counterclockwise, while breathing deeply. This loosens stiff muscles and relieves tension. Finally, end with 2 minutes of palming. Warm your hands by rubbing them together and gently cover your closed eyes, relaxing into the darkness. The warmth and calm signal to the body and mind that it's time to rest. In just 5 minutes, you've combined strengthening, refreshing, and soothing into one simple routine. Doctors often wish more seniors knew about this because it's practical, free, and requires no special tools. It doesn't replace medical care, but it adds an extra layer of daily protection for vision. The benefits of this combined routine are both physical and emotional. Physically, the exercises encourage blood flow, prevent dryness, and keep the eye muscles active. This can reduce the discomfort of eye strain, help maintain sharper focus, and even improve endurance for reading or watching television. Emotionally, the routine gives seniors a sense of control. Instead of feeling helpless as vision changes with age, they know they're taking active steps to care for their eyes. That confidence itself is healing. Let's see how this might look in real life. Take Anna, a retired nurse who enjoys reading newspapers each morning. She starts adding the 5-minute routine before she begins. At first, she feels a little silly, but soon she notices her eyes don't blur as quickly, and she can enjoy her reading longer without reaching for eye drops. For her, the exercise isn't just about comfort, it's about independence, being able to keep up with news and stay engaged with the world. Or consider Robert, a grandfather who drives to visit his grandchildren every weekend. He worries about night driving, especially with glare from headlights. His optometrist suggests daily eye exercises to reduce strain and improve flexibility. After a month of practicing the 5-minute routine, Robert finds his eyes feel less tired after long drives, and he feels safer behind the wheel. That sense of safety brings peace of mind not only for him, but also for his family. Even small changes make a big difference. Seniors who spend hours on hobbies like knitting, painting, or gardening often find that taking short exercise breaks every hour helps them enjoy their passions without discomfort. The 5-minute routine becomes a trusted companion, something they can rely on for relief and renewal. What makes these exercises so powerful is that they require no prescriptions, no devices, and no complicated instructions. They are available to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Seniors can practice them at home, in a park, or even during a travel break. They are gentle, safe, and adaptable, making them suitable for nearly everyone. Of course, eye exercises are not a cure-all. They won't replace glasses, fix cataracts, or reverse serious eye conditions. But they are an effective tool for maintaining comfort, flexibility, and confidence. Think of them the way you'd think of stretching before a walk. The walk itself is what builds health, but the stretch prepares the body to move more easily. Eye exercises prepare the eyes to face the demands of daily life with less strain. And beyond the physical benefits, there's something deeply hopeful about these small routines. They remind us that even as the body ages, there are always steps we can take to care for ourselves. Seniors don't have to feel powerless in the face of change. Every time they practice the routine, they affirm their independence and strengthen their resilience. So, the message is clear. The 5-minute eye exercise isn't a gimmick, it's a gift. It's a reminder that health doesn't always come from expensive treatments or complicated solutions. Sometimes it comes from small, steady actions repeated with care. Doctors wish more seniors knew this because it empowers them to take control of their vision in simple, meaningful ways. The next time you feel your eyes growing heavy after reading, or you squint at the television, or you rub away the blur after using a screen, remember, help is only 5 minutes away. A short routine of focus shifting, blinking, rolling, and palming can refresh your eyes, calm your mind, and restore your confidence. And that is the true gift of this exercise. Not just sharper vision, but a sense of independence, strength, and hope. For seniors,